Yeah, we should be just speaking giggles, giggles and gasps right now.
Since for situation one.
Yeah, we should make.
Are you doing that without my notes?
Yeah, me neither, actually.
Michael, watching.
This is like some.
I take mine out, but I don't. What's your weight? I'm on my 65 right now, bro. I gotta get to 200.
I need it. We'll talk. I was gonna make a website. So I'll figure my elder what this thing is. It's like if we do make a post, I'll post it just so we have to make an official memo. Yeah, to add that detail. So yeah, if we want to add the detail, we could have a memo.
It's okay, if he says anything, it's fine, we'll just put him on dates where there are less people. I don't mind.
I think this is examples. So I think we.
All right, it is 4:15 and I call this meeting to order. Before we move on to approval of the consent agenda, there are two amendments. The student allocation fund RSO travel dates October 6th through 9th, 2024 and not 2025. There's another addition for presentation, Students United. With that, are there any other amendments to the consent agenda? Any other amendments to the consent agenda? Seeing none, any objections to the consent agenda? Seeing none, the consent agenda is so approved. We have Students United for 10 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Is the microphone on?
Might have to turn it on.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Sierra Ruiger. I am a state chair. I go by she, her pronouns. I am currently attending Minnesota State University Mankato, roll Mavs, and I'm gonna pass it along to my fellow officers.
Hello, everyone. My name is Fayed Khan. I'm currently serving as the Vice Chair for Students United, and I attend Stenkel State University.
Hello everyone, my name is Mirza Sheroz and I am the treasurer at Students United and I also go to St. Cloud State. Thank you.
Amazing. So next slide, please. Who are we? So we were founded in 1967. Students United is a 501c3 independent nonprofit coalition representing and advocating for the students attending the 7 Minnesota state universities. Students United's board of directors is composed of the student body presidents from each of the 7 Minnesota state universities and 3 non-voting student officers tasked with facilitating board work, so that is us 3. Employees of Students United manage the day-to-day operations of the organization, and they are tasked with advancing the vision established by the board of directors. We are recognized by the Minnesota State System Office and by the state of Minnesota as the official organization representing state university students. If you are a student at a Minnesota State University, you are a member of Students United. So every single person around this table is a member of Students United.
So let's talk about our board. Students United is basically, we have like 7 board of directors and 3 officers, which are like of the state chair, which is Sierra, vice chair myself, and the treasurer, Mirza. We're all elected by the 7 board of directors, which are basically the student body presidents of each state university, the 7 state universities of Minnesota. And one of them is, of course, Roshet of Mankato. So basically, we are the team.
All right, so we have 7 full-time staff members, and our executive director, Thomas Anderson, oversees this, and we have our head office in St. Paul. And other than that, we have the full-time staff to help us in our daily activities like advocating or finding anything or helping us logistically. And other than that, that's pretty much it.
So the big question, like, what does Students United do? So basically, Students United is an advocacy and student leadership organization. Our board of directors takes stances and sets priorities that the whole team, us, sets out to achieve. Because we're bringing these 7 student bodies together, our advocacy primarily focuses on stakeholders all students have in common, the Min state system office, the state level, and also the federal level government. In addition to direct advocacy, Students United provides advocacy training and education conferences, scholarships, networking, alumni connections, and much more.
So, what are our priorities? We have lots to work on this year, but our themes are focused on the following: sustainability, access and affordability, basic needs, and civic engagement. In November, our board will be setting their list of priorities that will help guide our continued advocacy at the system, state, and federal levels. So looking back at a couple of our 2024 legislative wins, first, expanding the Student Borrower Bill of Rights. It grants student loan borrowers the ability to sue their ability to sue their loan servicer directly. Borrowers can't be kept on hold with their servicer for more than 2 hours. Enhances market monitoring, which means the state is listening in and watching the experiences of borrowers in Minnesota. Another win was enhancing access to federal nutrition services such as the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. It clarifies state laws removing barriers for low-income students to access state nutrition services.
How can I get involved? Well, you can serve on Students United committees of the board, advise Students United board on policy issues impacting students, and many more. You can join us on advocacy conference that's going to be happening on November the 2nd of 2024. The first 9 students from the Student Senate or from the campus get in for free with a hotel room as well. Other than that, you can join us on the lobby day that's going to be on February 17th to February 18th of the next year. We also have Community Leader Fellowship Program, which I was a part of. It's a year-long internship program with Students United staff with an emphasis on equity, leadership, and development. Departments include finance and operations, public relations, and government advocacy. Other than that, we also have scholarships, which opens on February 1st of each year. To keep up to date, you can scan the QR code over there on the screens. You can see we send out emails to students regarding calls for testifying at the state capitol, important information regarding board decisions, priority for the year at the state legislature, and system office, scholarship for Minnesota State University students as well. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Our handle is Students7 United. Thank you.
Also check out our new website at studentsunited.org. It's been updated and it looks fantabulous. But otherwise, we're open for any questions you may have.
Thank you so much. I 100% agree. Are there any questions for Students United? Any questions for Students United? Senator Dietrich.
When it came to removing barriers for low-income students to access SNAP, what were the barriers that were removed due to the actions of Students United?
I am going to be looking to my staff support for help on that question.
Yeah, our government relations person who did it all, it recently moved on and our new one started. And so the point-by-point details we can send to you. If you want to shoot me an email, I can give you my email.
We shall follow up with you. Thank you for that question though, because that's really good. We love to share how we're doing the advocacy and what we're doing to support you all as students, because you all do pay fees and you all should know how we're supporting you all as students. So yeah, thank you for the question.
Awesome. Any other questions? Any other questions? Seeing none, thank you so much. Alrighty, we will move on to open forum. Is there anyone for open forum? John.
Thank you. I'm going to give my normal remarks today during open forum rather than announcements because I have to duck out early. So first thing I'm going to mention is that today is the last day of the ULEAD conference. At 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30 this evening, we have sessions taking place next door in 254 and 5. 253 has a session and 245 also has a session. And so those are open to all students. The ones in 245 are specifically focused. Tonight at 5:30, there is a session that is targeted towards engagement and recruitment for student organizations and the student event team. At 6:30, there's one targeted towards fraternity and sorority life organizations. And at 7:30, there's one targeted towards Res Life. So community council leadership, CAs, and all of that kind of stuff. So those will be in 245. There are other sessions going on, like I said, in 253, 4, and 5. So that's why I'm going to be ducking out early, is because I have to help get set up for that. And then I'm actually presenting right at 5:30 today. So please come out to that, or encourage folks to come out and do that. This person presenting for the recruitment session is part of a organization called Fired Up Productions that is one of the leaders in student engagement and recruitment. They also do corporate gigs now too, but they've started out with as fraternity and sorority life. They do general student involvement now. And then, like I said, corporate as well. So they have been contracted to be here. They were our keynoter last night and will be here through this evening as well. So please encourage you to come out to that and enjoy and take advantage of the sessions.
Question, John, are any of these sessions recorded or can people watch on Zoom if they're not able to attend in person?
Every single one of the sessions offered tonight has a Zoom capability. They are not being recorded necessarily, but there is join online capability for all of them. The keynote last night was recorded and will be made available on a forum that requires people to authenticate to get to it, because it is a proprietary presentation that was given last night, but that was recorded and will be made available.
Awesome. Any other questions?
I also do want to give just an update on the conversation about housing. I am continuing to get information from the student's attorney. They did send me a sample bylaws for tenant associations. I'm going to encourage the off-campus senators in particular, because this would come up your alley in terms of forming tenant associations. I would encourage you to let's get together and let's talk about a plan moving forward for this, because I do know that there have been some conversations about issues regarding off-campus housing. And we just want to be sure that we're thorough and deliberate in what we do, and that we know what we are doing and are doing it within the laws that have been recently enacted. So.
Awesome. Any questions? Seeing none, thank you so much. Is there anyone else for open forum? Anyone else for open forum? Seeing none, we'll move on to officer reports. Alrighty, folks, it's an exciting time. We're in week 4. I've just completed my exams for the week, but it's an exciting time that we're all here together. Sister Cindy isn't the only one on campus here today. We have a lot of events going around, like John talked. We have ULEAD. If you guys haven't attended any workshops yet, attend one right after Senate. There's ones at 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30. Yesterday, we also had Mavs Lead the Vote. A couple of you at this table helped volunteer. We had 30 students help out about 2,000 plus volunteer registration information giveaways. So to those of you who attended, remember those count for office hours, so mark them down. And thank you to all of the partners who brought that event together. Students United is on campus today, and they were tabling out, and there was quite a few engagement down there. I'll be sharing about advocacy conference later in my report, but the board of directors will meet later this weekend. Next week, the Legislative Affairs Coordinator and I will host representatives from the city and other colleges in town for our first ever City and University Affair meetings of the year. An update I'd like to share from the library. Library's textbook hero for the month of September was just announced, and it's Dr. Kelly Moreland. I want to thank Dr. Kelly Moreland, who is an associate professor of rhetoric and composition, for all of the work that she's done in supporting students, making sure there is free textbooks available to them, and using more open education resources on campus. It's about time professors started using free textbooks. I'm gonna have a sign-up sheet going around. To give you a little context, I met with Jade, who is the co-president of Student Athletic Advisory Committee. If you all don't know, we have partnerships going on with Stack, where we have green bandanas in our bags. These green bandanas help reflect an openness to mental health. You are inviting folks to come in, chat with you about mental health resources available on campus. There's also a crisis hotline tag that you can hang in your backpacks. And if you guys want those resources that you want to hang in your backpacks, just fill out this form and I'll send an email to Jade, so that way we'll get those to the student government office and we'll have it in your mailboxes over at the student government office. Pass this around. About AdCon, once every year Students United hosts an advocacy conference up in St. Paul, which is an amazing opportunity for all of you to connect with students from all across the 7 universities. You'll get to share some ideas, build political advocacy, connect with students about cool things that are going on in their colleges, but also talk about what's going on here in Mankato. There'll be keynote speakers, workshops. There's also a resource fair at the conference. And the first 9 tickets are free. If the first 9 tickets run out, let's just have a conversation and we'll figure something out. I'll be sending more information in Teams, so keep that open, but there's also flyers here for all of you and I'll be sending it around. Awesome, let's see if I missed anything. That's all that I have for you. It looks like the Senator report sign-up sheet came back to me. I'll make sure I don't lose it this time. But that's all I have for me. Any questions? Any questions? Seeing none, Vice President Jay.
Perfect. Hi, guys. Welcome to week 4. I hope it is going well for you. John spoke about the U-League conference, so I'm not gonna say too much on that. Just if you have not attended a session yet, I really highly encourage you to attend one tonight. They're not very long. There are topics on a broad range of things. And a lot of these groups and individuals on campus have put a lot of work into these. This is something that's looked forward to every single year. And it is a really cool thing that we're able to put on. So highly recommend. There is one, like John said, right after we get done here. So super easy to go to. It's all right here in the CSU. Quick note on vacancy updates. We do have a few people potentially running for election later today in the meeting. I can send out an email for updates if there are any elections tonight on the vacancies that we have after tonight. On Teams, a little bit of an update. Under the Senator Documents folder, you will find the Senator Project Planning template. This is going to be filled out during those one-on-ones with me for you to get clear goals and a clear timeline for your project set up. That is really the main need for that meeting. So if you'd like to look at that, you're more than welcome to. It is a template, and so if you would like to use it, you need to make a copy or download it yourself so you can start using that. But like I said, we'll start that in our meeting, so you don't really need to start filling that out now. Looking ahead, this week and next, expanded cabinet meets at the end of this week on Friday. If there's anything you'd like for your committee coordinator to bring up with the expanded cabinet, reach out to them. Reminder that every senator has to be on 2 committees. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Again, I will be sending out emails at the end of the week for everyone to know what committees they're on, how many committees they are on, a form that says what committees are still available to join if you would like to join. And if you have any questions, reach back out to me after I send out that email. And then last but not least for my report, we are starting the year with Senator of the Month. And the senator for this month is Emily Dietrich. So our big reasons for this, Emily has put a ton of work into meeting with library and library resources to continue working on a lot of the projects that she was working on last year and is working on continuing those. The library is a huge resource to all students and they are doing a ton of work in order to get updated things. And Emily is a huge part of that. Along with all of her work with accessibility resources, she does so much behind the scenes that really not everybody knows about, but really is an integral part of student government. Along with, she has really just supported the cabinet with our various meetings across campus, being willing to help with literally everything. And on top of all that, she stays on top of things with her committees, personal projects, and other endeavors. And we just really want to recognize you for all of that because you deserve it. So thanks for being awesome.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you. I'll tell you this, there are some of you who are already in the runs for Senator of the Month for September. There's also a trophy that's associated with it. I just forgot to bring it here today. I'll make sure I'll bring it in the next meeting so you can see what it looks like. And we'll probably also have the Senator of the Month for September finalized. Any questions for either of us? Any questions? Seeing none, the speaker office is vacant. We'll be filling it up next week on the 25th of September. For now, we have Dean of the Day, Associate Provost Peter DeHart.
Hello. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to talk about, but yes, my name is Peter DeHart. I'm the Dean of Graduate Studies and Associate Provost for Research, and I'm your Dean of the Day. And if you have questions related to either one of those areas at this university, I can maybe address the question. I can address the question, but I may not be able to answer it to your satisfaction. I have been here. I arrived in the middle of April. And so I am beginning my first full academic year here. So learning alongside a lot of my peers. So I don't know the normal routine for this.
If there are any questions? Any questions? If you could share some of your reflections or any projects that you are planning on doing, you've done so far, you found pretty cool, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, sure. So I will tell you, so I wear a few hats. As I mentioned, I kind of have two different positions. One is in our graduate school and the other one is on the research side. But actually I have a third hat as well, which because I'm the Associate Provost of Research, I also sit on the Provost team. So I'm involved in a lot of different things. You've probably heard about a lot of the conversations that are going on around the university, trying to look at our data, look at our programs, so heavily involved in that. Specifically, I am looking at how we can normalize research at our university and celebrate it in all of the different contexts. So while I am not directly involved in undergraduate research center, that is a part of it, and I believe falls under the same umbrella of celebrating research, graduate student research, faculty research, and I think creative and scholarship activity that happens in many different areas in every single college across our university. And that's something that I noticed even when I was first looking at coming to MSU Mankato, that is not, it happens in pockets, and I think people within their department may know what's going on, but they may not know what's happening across the university. And there are a lot of wonderful things that I'm trying to work with the folks to bring under that umbrella and to celebrate so that everyone knows what's happening across the university. In terms of our graduate programming, we have so many amazing programs. We have a actually massive portfolio of different programs and graduate certificates, and figuring out ways to actually talk about those across the state and across the nation and really celebrate some of the uniqueness. We have some amazing ones that have come in online just this fall, like our Masters in Aviation Safety, Criminal Justice, some other areas that we need to figure out how to really highlight those. I think a lot of you probably recognize when we market our university, we talk about the university. And we do less so on specific programs. At the graduate level, in order to attract students and let them know what we have, it's really much more of a program-specific operation. So figuring out the best way to highlight some of those programs and the uniqueness in those that's one of my major objectives for this year. So.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Seeing none, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Alrighty, we'll move on with the consent agenda. We have our first senator report from Senator Draeger. Or you can grab the mic.
Okay, I got it on. All right, everyone. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. So I'm the Legislative Affairs Coordinator this year, and I want to give you all an update on what I've been working on. So we were kind of asked by the president, and then I've also been working with John a lot, and we are going to host a candidate open forum on Tuesday, October 22nd in the whole MAB-AB area. So right now I'm reaching out to all of our local candidates. There's about 17 local candidates right now. And then we're also going to be trying to get some of the state candidates as well. So Minnesota State House, Minnesota State Senate, and also trying to work with Needy with getting some PR and things out there. So some flyers. So I just kind of wanted to give that update for that really big event. And if any of you want to help with that or any outreach, please let me know because that would be very much appreciated. That's it.
Is this going to be an open forum where candidates can give speeches and debates, or is it a fair style event?
Yeah, so this event is gonna be like a fair style, so they're just gonna be tabling, handing out any of their campaign materials that they have. So if they have brochures, buttons, stickers, whatever, and it's kind of a more one-on-one experience that students will be able to have with these candidates so they can actually know who they're voting for on their ballot.
Awesome, and what's the date again? Wednesday, 23rd.
Well, it got moved to Wednesday, so Wednesday, October 23rd from 11 to 1 MAB-AB.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Is there any questions for Senator Draeger? Any questions? Seeing none, thank you so much. Alrighty, we'll continue with the consent agenda. We're gonna get into vacancies. Alrighty, there are 4 vacancies to announce for 4 spots, but also multiple positions. There are 3 positions open for a senator of College of Allied Health and Nursing. Do we have anyone for College of Allied Health and Nursing? Anyone for College of Allied Health and Nursing?
So
Yes,
please go up to the podium.
Yes, please. Alrighty, welcome. Here's how this will go. You will get 2 minutes of time for opening statement. Then the floor will open for any questions from our senators. After that, you will have 2 minutes of time for your closing statement.
All right. Hi. I'll use this one actually. Hi, my name. Hello? All right, there you go. Hi, my name is Nora Young, pronoun she, her. I'm a freshman this year at Mankato State University, and my major is nursing. I'm excited to apply as College of Allied Health and Nursing Senator. If elected to this role, I would be sure that every student has a voice and they are heard so that they can not only make it past these pivotal years but excel. I believe I am well suited for this position due to my experience, new ideas, and care for connecting with others. While I am a first year, I've spent 2 years at Rochester Community and Technical College, taking PSEO classes full time. Not only do I have prior experience as a student, but college senator experience. With this opportunity I was given, I was able to support students by advocating to bring new clubs to campus, as well as supporting the needs of students. My time at RCTC and on the Senate improved my communication skills, and my desire to understand others was expanded, and I believe this experience will translate well into a Senate position. A core belief I have is that the key to success at college is communication. Especially with difficult classes and complex material, it is crucial that students have an easy and accessible means of communication with their professors. An idea I would pose is a meeting platform where every student is a messaging platform where every student has quick and easy contact with all of their professors. Additionally, I'm passionate about a student body that is connected and values inclusivity. With a student body of over 15,000, there is a vast array of culture, background, and interests that students bring to our university. I believe everyone with their differences brings something to share, and I would encourage involvement for everyone by being an advocate for events and programs where every student feels welcomed. To conclude, my past experiences, new ideas, and passion for student individuality and inclusivity equip me well for the position of Allied Health and Nursing Senator. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll open it up to any questions. Any questions? Senator Riggle?
All right. Hi. I know you're a freshman, but I was wondering what steps you'd be willing to take to better understand your constituency and how better to serve them.
I would be willing to meet one-on-one with people and really just get to know them like as individuals and just attend different committees and forums, whatever it is that could just help me to better understand my peers and other students.
Thank you. Any other questions? Senator Colorado.
So as academic senator, you'd be required to go to the Academic Affairs Committee, which happens at CSU 203, 3 to 4 p.m. every Wednesday. Would you be able to make that meeting?
Yes, I would be able to.
Thank you. Any other questions? Any other questions? Seeing none, you have 2 minutes for your closing statement.
All right. I am enthusiastic at the opportunity of working with my peers and administration to support and further improve our school. Thank you for your consideration of my application, and I would like to thank each of you for your time and consideration, and I look forward to the possibility of working with you in the future.
Thank you. You have 2 options. You can either choose to stay in the room while the Senate enters into a period of discussion, or you can choose to leave. Sounds good. Alrighty, I'll take notes for any points of discussions. Please raise your placards if you have any points of discussions. President Chase, Senator Hart. Anyone for points of discussions? Vice President Jay.
First, I like that she's taking PSEO classes, so she understands the rigor of college classes, especially going into nursing. It is a tough subject, as well as already has college senator experience. I think she would be a great addition to the team.
Senator Hart. Senator Emke.
I would just like to say that she was very prepared. And I think that that's a great quality to have.
Thank you. Senator Zelmer.
I enjoyed her enthusiasm with getting to know people as more of a person than just as a peer, but getting a personal basis. And I find that as a useful thing to have when representing someone.
Awesome. Are there any other points of discussion? Seeing none, we will enter into a period of voting. You can either vote yes, vote no, or abstain.
when you had to leave, so I figured I could start.
Yeah.
And then folks on Zoom, if you wanna privately send me a text, I can take a look at it once we're done.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks, congratulations, we have had an election. Congratulations on being the new senator for College of Allied Health and Nursing. If you wanna raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Nora Young,
do hereby pledge
do hereby pledge
to support and serve
to support and serve
the students of Minnesota State University Mankato
the students of University Mankato
in student life and academic needs,
in student life and academic needs,
and to uphold
and to uphold
the mission, constitution, and bylaws
the mission, constitution, and bylaws
of the student government.
of the student government.
I so affirm.
I so approve.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Please take a seat at this table. Is there anyone else for College of Allied Health and Nursing? Seeing none, we'll move forward. Is there anyone here for Senator of Residential Life? Alrighty, if you wanna come up. Anyone else for Senator of Res Life? Seeing none, we'll follow the same procedure. You'll have 2 minutes for your opening statement.
All right, okay, that works. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Charles Hillstead, and my pronouns are he, him. It is a great pleasure to be able to stand up in front of all of you today, and thank you for the opportunity. I'm a freshman here at Minnesota State University Mankato, majoring in aviation as a part of the College of Education. I'm here to apply to be a residential life senator for our student government. I also believe that as a freshman, I can offer new insights and opportunities to this panel that only a freshman can offer, as well as get freshmen involved in school-wide activities such as Welcome Week, which I found crucial in making friends. I also believe that all the on-campus events such as MavFest, Silent Disco, or just bowling and billiards in the bullpen are also great ways to put yourself out there and make new friends. I believe I'm qualified for this job as I've had multiple leadership positions in my high school career. One of those would be leader of developmental psychology in my senior year, which I had to go through an interview process to get that role at Rosemont High School. There we taught sixth graders the effects of drugs and alcohol, while also teaching them how that will affect your development throughout life and the positive effects to standing up and abstaining against peer pressure. With that, I truly believe that the alcohol module that we all have to take should be taken more seriously, as alcohol has multiple negative side effects in your life. I was also a leader of Vacation Bible School at Shepherd of the Valley Lutheran Church in my freshman and sophomore year, which involved getting kids to and from certain stations, as well as collaborating with another adult leader for efficient days at Bible school. I was also an assistant superfan captain at Rosemont High School. This involved showing up to various different sporting events, getting others involved in school-wide activities, and just having a good school spirit. I was also a leader of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, which involved developing lesson plans, learning how to teach my peers specific talking points, as well as how to facilitate discussions with them. I also learned how to effectively move lessons along and was taught to communicate more professionally and effectively with adults. Here at Mankato, I'm also the vice president of my hall, serving under Nolan Zelmer. There we effectively communicate as well as plan events for our hall to do. I would like to thank you for this opportunity, and I can't wait to get to know you all on a more professional basis.
Thank you so much. We'll open it up to any questions. Any questions? Senator Riggle.
Hi, I was wondering what steps you'd be willing to take to connect with your constituency and get to know them and their issues a little bit better.
So residential life. So I'd be like willing to go to my hall, like have meetings with people if they want to. If they want to go out and just like ask a question regarding like what my stances are, I'd be willing to go have those one-on-one conversations with them.
Senator Karki.
Hello. You have a very important issue that you want to tackle within the constituency, but because it is something that needs to be handled carefully, what are your plans on meeting people where they are or talking about or bringing up topics in a good, safe environment?
I feel like I could effectively work with all of you to establish a plan and just overall just be there for the people who are there, as well as just know that I'm willing to have as sensitive as a conversation as they need and be comfortable with them.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Any other questions? Seeing none, you have 2 minutes for your closing statement.
All right, it has been a pleasure to tell you about myself, and I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank Nolan Zelmer for introducing this opportunity to me, and I'd also just like to thank all my wonderful peers, family members, and everyone who has helped me to become the human I am today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have the same options. You can either choose to stay in the room or you can choose to leave.
I'll stay.
Just wait for you to get seated.
Okay.
Alrighty, we'll open it up to any points of discussions. Any points of discussions? Senator MP.
I would just like to say once again, felt like he was very prepared, as well as he's focusing on a topic that is extremely applicable to the residence hall, as that is something that they focus on a lot. And I feel like he has a lot of care for that topic.
Thank you, Senator Zelmer.
I enjoy his enthusiasm with the alcohol module. As someone who has spoken with different freshmen coming in, it's often not taken as a serious module to take, and I think that it would be beneficial to have that knowledge spread out throughout campus.
Thank you, Senator Karki. Thank you so much. Are there any other points of discussion? Any other points of discussions? Seeing none, we'll enter into a period of voting. You can either vote yes, no, or abstain. Folks on Zoom, if you want to send me a text. Awesome.
Here, I got a piece of paper. Good.
Alrighty, if we can have the candidate come up to the podium. Alrighty, folks, congratulations. We have had an elections. Congratulations on being the new senator for residential life. If I can have you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Charles Hillstead,
Do hereby pledge
do hereby pledge
to support and serve
to support and serve
the students of Minnesota State University Mankato
the students of Minnesota State University Mankato
in student life and academic needs,
in student life and academic needs,
and to uphold
the mission,
Constitution and bylaws
Constitution, and bylaws
of the student government.
of the student government.
I so affirm.
I so affirm.
Congratulations, Senator.
Thank you.
You can take a seat at this table. We will move forward. Is there anyone else for a senator in residential life? Anyone here for residential life? Seeing none, we'll move forward. Is there anyone here for College of Business? Anyone here for College of Business? Seeing none, we'll move forward. Is there anyone here for College of Science, Engineering, and Technology? Anyone here for Science, Engineering, and Technology? Alrighty, if we can have you come up. We'll follow the same procedure. You'll have 2 minutes for your opening statement. It will open up to questions from senators, and then you'll have 2 minutes for your closing statement. Ready whenever you are. Ready whenever you are.
Good evening and namaste to everyone. My name is Rajesh Karki, and I am a freshman and a computer science student here in College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. My background in content creation, video editing, and project management, along with my leadership experience from Rotaract, has prepared me to take on the role of this senator. I'm running for this position because I believe I can offer a fresh perspective and tackle some of the key challenges facing our college community. These include raising awareness of college resources, enhancing leadership and job opportunities, and advocating for mental health services tailored to international students, including peer support networks and workshops. My vision as a senator include enhancing college outreach through social media campaigns and content creation, collaboration with faculty to improve educational resources, improving internal communication, and building a strong community through tech workshop and environmental campaign. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I look forward to work together to create a more inclusive, supportive environment for all the students in our college.
Thank you so much. We'll open it up to any questions. Any questions? Senator Trigger.
So since you're running for the CSET college, so College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, can you give some examples of like any projects that you want to work on with the college? Because it sounded more of like a general overview and more specific towards like mental health, but like what specifically for the college?
Yeah, there are like few. One of these is a collaboration with faculty for educational resources, like educational videos, online courses, those materials. And another is like building a strong community presence. And looking at my past experience in Rotaract, we could initiate community engagement programs such as tech workshop and environment campaigns, leveraging both our technical soft skills and leadership experience to organize and promote these activities.
Thank you so much. Senator Colleran.
So as academic senator, you have to go to academic affairs meetings 3 to 4 p.m. on Wednesdays. Would you be able to make those?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Any other questions? Any other questions? Seeing none, you have 2 minutes for your closing statement.
Thank you for your attention today. I'm eager to apply my skills and experience to address the challenge facing our college and help to strengthen our community. My focus is on enhancing resources, creating opportunities, and providing support for all the students. I am committed to listening, learning, and collaborating with you to make a meaningful impact. And I believe together we can learn, lead, and inspire. I sincerely appreciate your support and looking forward to
Thank you so much. You can either choose to stay in the room or you can choose to leave. It's up to you. You stay. Awesome. We'll just wait for you to get seated then. I'll take the list for people who have points of discussions. Anyone with points of discussions? Vice President Jay.
While he is young, he's a freshman. I think that gives him a unique opportunity to bring that freshman kind of vision to the Senate. He is someone that's obviously fresh within the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, and I think him wanting to focus on resources for that college is really important. And as a freshman, he will really be able to do that, being like, hey, this is what I felt I really needed my first year. I haven't seen it. How can we develop that? Or how can we update some of the resources currently being had to really help students just getting into this college so that they have more success in the future, I think would be really cool.
Senator Dietrich.
So I know it was brought up that he was kind of more talking about mental health and things like that, especially for international students, but I would like to bring up that CSET in particular has a large percentage of our international student population, and that is something that's really important for us to be paying attention to, is their well-being. So I don't think that necessarily wouldn't even be a bad project for him to do as a CSET senator, but that's just my thought.
Thank you. Senator Mpanga.
All I wanted to say was about the fact that he's a freshman, and on CSET, senators are very few and less people do try to take up a role in CSET. So the fact that even he came and, wants to become a senator in CSET is a really good thing. And then his whole background in, the Rotaract and performance and the leadership makes him an excellent candidate.
Thank you. Senator Balakan.
I feel like he spoke well and is ready to, for improvement and has a potential for contribution. So.
Thank you so much. Are there any other points of discussions? Any other points of discussions? Seeing none, we'll enter into a period of voting. You can either vote yes, you can vote no, or you can abstain. And then folks on Zoom, if you wanna send me a private text, that'd be amazing. Oh.
I might actually make it to the, I could already you lead then, but yeah. Maybe the earliest we've got to get for the semester. It's a little concerning. That was my next thought.
I should have.
Oh, but this doesn't leak. Oh, yeah, no. Good point.
Maybe this time I'll actually get to stay, like, till after.
can I have you come up to the podium, please? Alrighty, folks, we have had an election today. Congratulations, you're the new Senator for College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. If you will raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Rajesh Karki,
Do hereby pledge
do hereby pledge
to support and serve
to support and serve
the students of Minnesota State University Mankato
the student of Minnesota State University Mankato
in student life and academic needs,
in student life and academic needs,
and to uphold
and to uphold
the mission, constitution, and bylaws,
the mission,
constitution
and bylaws
of the student government.
of the student government.
I so affirm.
I so affirm.
Congratulations, Senator. You can take a seat at this table with us. Alrighty. We now currently have 2 positions for College of Allied Health and Nursing, 1 for Residential Life, 1 for College of Business, and 1 for College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. We're cutting it close to a full Senate, folks. We also have a Student Senate Speaker, and the vacancies will open next week on 25th of September 2024. If you have folks who are interested who want to apply, have them apply into Math Central. The form is live as of last Monday. If there are any questions that folks might have about responsibilities, any perks that the job offers, because you do get a free office, have them come over and talk to us and we'll help answer any questions that you might have. We will move on and we will get into new business. Early registration resolution, motion by Senator Colleran, seconded by Senator Dietrich. Senator Colleran, would you like to speak on your resolution?
With my personal privilege, I'm gonna grab my phone.
And then new senators we're onboarding on getting you added to the Teams folder and sending you the resolution. So you should have access to all of the folders in just about a couple minutes.
Okay, am I good to go? Lovely. So when it comes to registration, there's 3 main dates: early, priority, and regular. For early registration, that's roughly 5 days before the regular date, and that's open for accessibility resources. For priority, that's 2 days before the regular date. That's for a variety of programs, whether it be student athletics, RS program from 0 to 64 credits, and so on and so forth. Then there's regular day, which is where registration opens to the entire student body. So what I've been noticing as academic affairs coordinator was that there has been some scheduling class conflicts between some senators for the academic affairs committee, and that class conflict oversees like the mandatory meeting of academic affairs committee. I believe the priority registration of having all senators and senator candidates would help us prevent these class conflicts, especially when we have the majority of Senate being juniors and seniors who have limited specialized classes with so limited time spaces. So this priority registration will help us ensure that we have every senator and every senator candidate have no class conflicts from the 3 to 6 p.m. meetings that we have every single Wednesday. That's everything I have.
Thank you. Would the second Senator Dietrich like to speak on the resolution?
I yield to redundancy.
Thank you so much. We will now enter into a period of questions for the resolution. Any questions to the author or the second of the resolution? Any questions? Seeing none, we will enter into a period of discussion on the resolution. Any points of discussions? Any points of discussions? Senator Bugney.
I think this would help a lot with everyone in student gov. I think we are serving our community respectfully, and I think priority registration would be something super valuable.
Thank you so much. Are there any other points of discussions? Any other points of discussions? Seeing none, this resolution shall now enter into old business for next week, where we'll be voting upon it. You can discuss about it in committees as well, as I believe both of the committees have started discussions on the resolutions. We'll move on to old business. There is no old business. We'll move on to announcements. Any announcements from anyone? Any announcements? Once, twice. We'll move on to roll call. Awesome. Let's do this. Give me just a second. Alrighty, Senator Hart. Here. Senator Young.
Here.
Senator Balagan. Here. Senator Swatchenjuber.
Here.
Senator Emke.
Here.
Senator Ponti.
Here.
Senator Buckney.
Present.
Senator Drager.
Here.
Senator Maega. Here. Senator Mpanga.
Here.
Senator Karki, right? That's your last name? Sweet. Senator Dietrich.
Here.
Senator Smith. Senator Spells. Sue. Senator Emmeline. Sue. Senator Moore, absent. Senator Maba. Senator Parekh. Senator Karki. Senator Riza. Senator Riggle.
Here.
Senator Colleran.
Present.
Senator Zelmer.
Here.
Senator Robertson.
Here.
Senator Hillstein. Vice President Jay. Alrighty, folks, it is 5:15 and we're adjourning the meeting.
Quickest meeting yet. Great job, guys.
That's fabulous.
Let's keep it going.
You lead presentations at 5:30. It's only 15 minutes. You can make it.
Where is it?
It's in multiple rooms, so it's right across from the hall, it's right down the hallway in two of the different rooms, so you can choose to attend either one.
We're doing great.